This is the demon back aesthetic, a physique defined by exceptionally wide shoulders, a thick mid-back, and a sharply narrow waist, creating a dramatic V-taper. You can achieve this specific muscular development using a 2-day bodyweight schedule. This method bypasses gym memberships and heavy machinery in favor of high-tension pulling patterns. The program requires 3 pieces of equipment: a standard pull-up bar, wooden gymnastic rings, and heavy-duty resistance bands to scale the movement's difficulty. Leveraging body weight through high-leverage positions forces the posterior chain to stabilize and pull simultaneously. This level of muscle fiber recruitment is difficult to replicate with isolation machines that remove the need for stabilization. Before building the schedule, we have to address form. Most trainees pull by using momentum to swing their chin over the bar, a habit that relies primarily on the biceps. To remove bicep dominance, start with a thumbless grip. By wrapping the thumbs over the top of the bar next to your fingers, you force the elbows to drive the pulling motion instead of the forearms. Instead of aiming for your chin, you must pull your chest entirely to the bar. Notice the difference. The strict pull requires a much higher degree of upper back activation. This cue forces the latissimus dorsi to bear the full weight. Without these 2 mechanical adjustments, the arms take over the movement. The result is an arm-dominant pull that leaves the larger muscles of the back understimulated. With the mechanics established, we can construct day 1. The objective for this session is maximizing back width to develop the lateral spread of the torso. The foundation is the strict pull-up. Perform 3 to 4 sets, taking each set near muscular failure. Beginners should use resistance bands to maintain the proper range of motion. The second exercise is the arched back or sternum pull-up. By leaning the torso back excessively as you pull, you alter the leverage. This transforms a standard vertical pull into a hybrid rowing motion. The downward and backward elbow trajectory engages the latissimus dorsi and mid-back simultaneously. Each repetition requires a full dead hang stretch to lengthen the lats under tension, followed by a tight muscular squeeze at the top. Day 1's vertical focus builds the broad structural frame of the back. Increasing the size of the lats provides the width necessary to make the waist appear smaller by comparison. Schedule day 2 for 48 to 72 hours later. This session focuses on 3-dimensional thickness and lower back detail. We start with pause pull-ups. Adding a strict 2-second hold at the peak of the pull increases time under tension, without the excessive central nervous system fatigue associated with standard high-volume reps. The isometric pause forces the upper traps to stabilize the shoulder blades against gravity, building denser tissue in the upper back and neck region. Next, we incorporate horizontal pulls, like inverted rows on wooden gymnastic rings, or tuck front lever rows for more advanced trainees. Pulling horizontally is a requirement for developing the rhomboids and mid-back. This plane of movement creates the turtle shell thickness that vertical pull-ups often miss. Finally, we add Superman holds, performed for 3 sets of 20 to 30 seconds. Lifting the arms and legs face down isolates the erector spinae. These muscles support the spine and provide the lower back density often missing from bodyweight programs. Day 2 bridges the physiological gaps left by vertical pulling. It develops the density of the traps and the separation of the lower spine, rounding out the broad structural frame built on day 1. To ensure continuous growth, you must follow a progression threshold. Once you can execute 12 strict repetitions of a movement, you must increase the leverage difficulty. In calisthenics, we achieve progressive overload by altering body position. Shifting the angle of the pull makes your own body weight feel significantly heavier. One tactic is the L-sit pull-up. Extending the legs removes the ability to generate momentum from the lower body. This forces the lats to move the entire weight of the torso and legs through the full range of motion. For advanced strength gains, progress to typewriter pull-ups. Shifting your body weight side to side with your chin above the bar dynamically overloads one side of the back. This builds unilateral strength and muscle control. Leveraging these mechanics prevents training plateaus. It is the process that forces the muscles to adapt and increase in size over several months. This is the finalized schedule. Day 1 focuses on vertical width, followed by 2 rest days, and then day 2 targets horizontal thickness and lower back detail. Utilizing the progression tactics whenever you reach the 12-rep threshold ensures this 2-day schedule provides enough stimulus for long-term growth. Screenshot this calendar grid to use as your training template for the coming weeks. Grab your resistance bands, find a pull-up bar, and start with day 1. Consistent execution of these 2 sessions over time will build the back strength and aesthetics you're aiming for.